I think each festival and each situation reflects the human beings who populate it, whatever it may be. And I think that the Lake Champlain Chamber Music Festival is such a beautiful reflection of Suvin Kim. It reflects his passion for music. It reflects his diverse interests and broad point of view about how music not only can be played, but thought about and experienced. And I think personally, as you say, for us to play with friends and to come together and to make music in this very relaxed way is, I think, is a testament to the way Suvin approaches music, to the way he approaches his friends, and it's a manner that makes everybody comfortable. I think it makes the audiences comfortable, and I think it makes his friends comfortable to be here and to play music, as I said, relaxed but on a high level, and that's a lot of fun.
Musician friends that have been here from before talked about the festival, but I had no idea that, first of all, the artistic director, Suvin Kim, does a great job of making everybody feel comfortable about their playing. That really makes a big difference. Plus, things work in the sense that the theater is beautiful and the audience is great, and you feel like all the time, whatever you're doing, that people care about what it is.
For me, the Lake Champlain Chamber Music Festival is an incredible a blend of old and new. It's the future of tradition. It's kind of everything that is very special for us as musicians in concert music. So you'll have a piece by Mozart programmed right next to a piece by one of our young composers, one of our distinguished guest composers. What I think is really extraordinary about it is the way that an entire community is cultivated and brought along with us. So as we are learning as musicians, so too is the community. We have a lot of talks. I'm very fond of something we do called the Inside Pitch, which comes from a year that we were talking a lot about baseball, but there are a lot of meanings to that. And just really sharing our experiences, sharing our learning, sharing what we're doing with the audience is something that's incredibly meaningful for us as musicians.
This audience here in Burlington is a fantastic audience. They're so curious. They come to things and they sit there and they ask really good questions. It's a terrific audience up here, which I think has been cultivated by the organization and by the leadership and by the vision.
This word familial just kept coming up in my conversations with the people who I met after my lecture, at the concerts, at the various social occasions that I've enjoyed being at. There's a particular direct quality to the way that they come up and they speak, and I think too often in the classical music world, there is this sense of those people up there on that stage playing that music that I have no direct connection to. And our job as performers and as festival leaders and as artists is to break down that perceived barrier and find a way to go directly to those people and have them feel that they can come directly to us. And that, I think, is what I really sense here, is that job has been done.
Well, for me, it's really a thrill, actually, to try to communicate with people outside of our little world. I can talk with makers technically, but coming out to meet music lovers who aren't necessarily technical people, it's exciting to see how interested people were. People at the festival were super receptive. There were amazing questions. The audience was just so interactive. It was really fun, actually, to set up a workbench in the middle of a room and have people all around. Normally this is the kind of work that you do alone in a little room, and I think people were quite excited just to actually see the tools, to see the wood, to see the wood shavings everywhere. So it's fun to just be in a room and let people see that. And I could feel how excited people were, and the questions were great.
The commitment of the audience, the interest, the level of engagement is optimal. It's a great credit to the way the festival is set up, to the way it's run, to this community, and I hope that persists, because for my colleagues and myself to come here and to experience how much people need this engagement with great art is a very potent reminder of what we do and why we do it.